I'm Sarah.
And I'm Kim.
I'm glad you're joining us today to talk about our stitching and other stuff. We're very close to November or December now. We finished Thanksgiving. It's been, well, did we record? Let's see. Okay, it was 3 weeks because we had Nutcracker last week and Thanksgiving, and it just ended up being too much to squeeze in.
How fast that went, though. I feel like we just did this.
No, I do too. Time is going so fast and so weird.
I know. Okay.
So we're glad you're here. We're glad we're here. I have hardly anything to share today. I was telling Mom I worked on one thing and I worked on it diligently, but only one thing.
Okay. You know what?
I was actually working on a lot of things, just not cross stitch or stitching.
Cross stitch. That's okay. Life happens.
Yeah.
So I didn't stitch for September and October.
Yeah, that's true. I kind of carried us for one video, and you're going to carry us today.
I'm going to carry us today. I've been busy.
Next time I'll have more because I'll be ready to stitch some Christmas stuff now.
Yes.
I don't have my house decorated for Christmas yet.
It's not December yet.
To do that. It's not December. I keep telling myself, like, it's okay that you don't. And in my head, like, tons of people around us have their Christmas lights up. Like, everyone on social media is posting their cute Christmas decor. I'm like, but it's still only me. So I got to.
I heard somebody talking about how they felt like Christmas is coming earlier and earlier every year, and it's because the retailers and stuff are pushing it. But I also feel like people want it in a way. I feel like people that decorate early, I think, like I just want something. I wanted something happy. Like I'm not that fall wasn't happy, but you know what I mean. I think I feel like the world is such a mess that sometimes people, like 2020, I felt like people all around my neighborhood during 2020 decorated way more outside than they ever had. You know, and I think people were. It was just such a rough year, and I think life has just been rough ever since, to be honest. So anyway, but it doesn't mean you have to.
I know.
It just means it's available to you.
I'm not feeling very good today. I was hoping that today I would maybe do a little bit, but then I had to take a nap because I think I'm fighting a virus. We've been passing a virus around our family for a week and a half, and I'm just like over it. 2 weeks maybe by now. And it's been I feel like there was a stomach virus and then some other type virus that we just keep circulating. So hopefully I'm the end of it. Hopefully everybody else. Jesse should be on the mend soon. He was feeling bad this weekend. He's, I think, going to be better in the next day or two. So
you just have
I have a good immune system. I usually fight stuff off faster than other people.
Just get your rest.
Yeah. So
drink lots of fluids.
What else is new? Anything else to chat? We had a nice Thanksgiving with family in Spokane, which is Eastern Washington.
We had a nice one at Sam and Ash over, and we celebrated on Wednesday because she had to work their Thanksgiving night. So Thanksgiving Day was really kind of nice. We got up and we'd already done our big thing the day before, and we just relaxed, and they went home, and I took long time off from work. I took basically from Tuesday afternoon off until I was off yesterday. I came back today because I knew I wanted to decorate because I always had my work is closed on Friday after Thanksgiving. So it's always a longer weekend anyway. And so I've always just decorated then, not the tree usually, but the other decorations. And so it's kind of ingrained in me. And I thought, I think I'm going to do that. And I need to use a PTO because I won't get paid out very much for it. So I'm trying to use days here and there. And so I thought, okay, I'm gonna need extra time because I'm decorating a new house where I'm looking at all my stuff, but I've decorated the same way for like 28 years. It just evolved, and I take pictures of it every year, so I know exactly where to put things. And I was starting over from scratch, and I was actually not stressed about it, but I was kind of dreading it because I thought it's just a lot of work. So one day I took fall down, and then the next day I put Christmas up. Well, the next 2 days, because we're also still unpacking a few things here and there. It's like a little bit of chaos. A little bit, not bad, but finding things in the garage. We kind of threw things on shelves, and your dad kind of mixed things fall and Christmas up. So we're gonna change that up after Christmas. So Christmas is on one side, fall's on the other. But it's mostly done, which is nice because then I don't have to. If I wasn't working, I wouldn't probably have cared so much. But I need to not work. I need to retire. I need a new job. I'm not thinking about it until January. I'm not gonna let it ruin my Christmas.
The girls, I'll put pictures or maybe a little video or something at the end. The girls did, I don't have very many pictures because I dropped them off at 1 that day for their Nutcracker performance. And I picked them up at 9:30 and that was the only time I saw them. And they were changed in and out of costumes because the company brings the costumes, fits them, takes them back, and then sends them home. So they used to really advertise that they took professional photos of you guys. Did they take photos of you guys?
Yeah.
So I haven't seen anything about that, but maybe I'll get an email here one of these days because I think we try to order. They mark them. Yeah, like post nice pictures.
Yeah.
Background. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I didn't buy them last time. I wish I had, but we didn't have the money, I think, at that time. And we're gonna try to. I would like to buy some this time because they had a lot more parts. So anyways, they did a really beautiful job, and I'll try to share what I can at the end of the video here, but they were
That was so cute.
They did so good. It was worth all the work. We had been dancing. The girls were dancing 5 of the 7 days this fall. Now we're down to 3 days. That will be a little easier on my driving to and from town because we're about 30 to 40 minutes
and
away.
Not on your weekends anymore either.
Now our weekends are free. So we have Saturday afternoon and Sunday afternoon free, which will be very nice. That was quite a sacrifice for me to give up my weekends to get.
That was a lot.
Because when you homeschool, that is your job. I don't really have time to keep house much, but I try.
No.
But I fail most of the time.
Well, you got this weekend. Just do your school and rest. And
well, we don't have this weekend, but sure.
You don't have this weekend? What are you doing this weekend?
There's birthday parties, and we had to. So Liddy was going to have a birthday party on her birthday on the 17th, and she had a fever Thursday and then Friday, the day of her party. So we had to reschedule her birthday party. So that's actually this Saturday. We have another little girl's birthday party on Friday. So
drop her off and go home.
Yeah, the little birthday party. Yeah, it'll but so I'm not quite finished. Usually by this time I'm done with birthdays and I can think just Christmas, but we still have a birthday party to do. But
maybe we should take this week off from school.
We just took 2 weeks off of school. I think we're going to be doing school this week, but it's fine. We'll put the house together in January, February, or in June, whenever we get to it.
Or when somebody graduates.
When somebody graduates, because it's also our schoolhouse too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you said you have a previous finish.
I do. I actually have 2. Since we're only recording every 2 weeks, I thought I better show 2. So this was a free pattern from Brenda Gervais.
Oh, I bet I know what it is.
2020. I think it was 2020 when everybody was doing their. And I didn't finish it because I never finished sales on time. But I think it is just adorable, and I did it with plaid, but I haven't
covered the button.
But I love it.
I have that one too, and I don't think I fully finished it. I think it's just sitting in my pile of shame.
Didn't you?
I did finish it, I think, in the SAL time.
You finished it before I did.
I think I finished it, like I did the daily stitching or weekly. She released the clues. And I loved stitching that year. It was so fun. It was
a really fun. It was a really fun stitch. And then I have this needle roll from Shepherd's Bush. And it says, it's very pretty, very delicate. My camera sucks as always. But it says, pine and yew grown. Oh, sorry. Pine and yew to crown the earth. Christmas tide brings joy and mirth. And it's got little beads.
Pretty.
Pine. It's very pale pink. I think this is going to blow everything out. I wonder if my upper lights are too bright.
It could be.
I kind of feel like I stitched this for my mom. I think I got this back. I have a different one, not a Christmas one, but I'm pretty sure I gave that to my mom. I stitched a lot of those needle rolls for people when they were first coming out, because they are still really affordable. I think I stitched one for Jody. I stitched one for my friend Sue. My
It's
mom.
everything, so you can just get the whole kit. And
Yeah. I think I did them for birthdays one year or something. Anyway, those are my previous finishes. I have a lot downstairs. I'll send you my pictures of my angels. You can put at the end of the video too.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna write a little reminder. Angel pics from mom.
I'll send it to you right now, actually. Well, we're talking, but yeah. I actually have more cross stitch out than I thought I did. I'm thinking I'm missing one.
That you had done? Oh, that you hung out?
No, I'm not missing one. Yeah. I've done more Christmas because I don't stitch Christmas, remember?
Yeah, never. You never stitch Christmas.
I don't know why I used to say that.
Are you ready, Millie? Millie's been in here listening and hearing over my shoulder off screen when you're showing stuff, but she has a couple things to show. They're not cross stitch, but come on.
Oh, you're taking a break from stitching this last couple weeks?
Well, yes. What were you doing? What are those things?
Oh, you're making gifts.
Here, you can just perch on the edge of the chair. I'm in a new location. Here, if you hold them up, you can kind of see the color a little. There you go.
Oh, there we go. They look black at first.
They're multicolored black.
Are those the leg warmers?
Yeah, there's two.
For her friend, because she's making them for the little Secret Sisters gift exchange.
Sew them up.
Sew them up still. That's the 14th of December, so you have a little bit of time. Okay,
yeah, but that's good.
Thing she's been doing. She really wanted to work on her drawing skills. Go ahead. So she
Oh yeah, good job.
drew the hand. Are you going to show other ones too?
I guess so.
Okay. Is this okay? Oh yeah. Okay, go ahead, show it. Nothing. I was trying to remember if that was ASL letters or
Yeah.
yes, or your secret hand language. Oh.
This is sign language.
Nice job.
Yeah.
0.2.
Beautiful.
Doing a lot of drawing.
Beautiful in your little sketchbook.
Yesterday and today.
My favorite sketchbook that I've ever had.
How come?
Because it looks like this.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, London. Her friend gave that to her for her birthday.
Very pretty.
She's good at gifts. Yeah, she is. Very nice. Yeah, she's really hard on those hands. We watched a tutorial just randomly that popped up on my social media, and she remembered how he drew it. And then
cool.
Saw her
better than I can do.
like looking at her hand and drawing. Yep, really nice.
I have a lot of lines in my hand.
Yeah, I have a lot of little lines in my hands. Are
dry skin too.
Twice, but. And we have, thanks, Millie. You don't have a Christmas project going on right now, do you? We need to fully finish your.
Yes,
that's on my list of things to do. I think it's actually in the schoolroom. I need to get a frame for her. Was it a frosted pumpkin?
Yes.
This. Oh, I can't believe I haven't finished that. We got to fully finish that this year. I think I'm just going to get a frame, a white frame, and pop it in.
Put in a frame. It's adorable.
I just need to bring it with me when I go.
Yeah.
To town sometime and run into Hobby Lobby.
See when their frames go on sale.
That too. Here's one of the things I was working on instead of cross stitching. I didn't make these. I got this decal on. Actually, it didn't turn out as good as I had hoped. It's a little washed out on this, but it's also paler than I thought it was going to be. This cute decal on. There we go. That's better.
There you go.
And my friend who runs the screen printing business that Jesse works with, heat pressed them for me. There's a whole debacle about them, but each of the girls got a hoodie with that on the back the morning of the Nutcracker. So they would have a zipper, because you can't pull over a sweatshirt. You have to have a zipper, or it will mess up your bun, or with Rosie, it was ringlets. So, anyways, that was fun.
Did she dance her variation in ringlets? I can't remember.
No, she had her hair pulled back after that.
Rory.
So the older two, all three of them were party guests, but Liddy and Millie were cast as boys because they were taller than the other girls. Like they were in the taller half of the group. And so they were cast as boys. Really cute little costumes. And then Rosie was a little girl. So she had on a super fluffy dress, one of those like very party girl dresses.
Mhm.
She had to come in ringlets. So we did a lot of ringlets, like tiny little ringlets all over. And then when they had their individual variations, a girl there helped her pull all those ringlets back and put a low bun in because she had to have a low bun for her Chinese variation. So
And then she had a hat on for that. Yeah.
yeah, the other girl that Millie danced with had really long black ringlets and they were really pretty.
Hmm.
Anyway, so yeah, she had hers pulled back. Let's see. So that was Nutcracker hoodies. And we have a featured friend this week. I'm trying to pull it up. Oh, I don't have it on my phone. But this week we have a featured friend that I think we were going to do a couple weeks ago, but then we were behind and reshared one we had recorded prior to that. So today we're sharing finishes from Paula Brubaker.
Yes.
And I am going to put those right here. So beautiful, Paula. Thank you for sending those in. So she says a couple more projects she's completed. Spring Quaker, which that one is gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
I really love that. I mean, I haven't stitched any Quaker or anything, but that one's feeling kind of tempting to me. Although those patterns all in the same brown, I would maybe pick a variegated color or something because I think I would get so bored stitching monochrome. I don't stitch monochrome, do I?
No.
And then Cinnamon Stars by Plum Street Samplers, which I
I
haven't.
love.
I love that one.
Yeah.
And Kitty Cat Row by Bent Creek. Those little rows are so cute.
That looks like a Bent Creek.
Uh-huh. She used called for threads except on the Bent Creek pattern. That was the first pillow she'd ever made. And then the last one was stitched in the memory of her husband. She says it's Sign from Heaven by Stony Creek. That's the cardinal one. And she framed it herself with a frame from Rifles. And I love the frame job. I think that frame is perfect for it.
Mm-hmm.
The different layers of the brown, just with the frame of the cardinal, it just, I don't know, just perfect.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Really beautiful. So nice. Thank you for sending those in.
Thank you.
If you're new watching, we love to feature other people's stitching. It gives us ideas.
Did she say who the cardinal pattern was from? I can't. Did you just say it?
Stony Creek.
Stony Creek.
Check.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Stony Creek, and it looks like
Yeah.
this. Yeah,
that makes total sense.
Yeah, that's really pretty. But like I'm thinking like, oh man, I might need to go find that Quakers pattern by Lila's Studio. That was really, I like the colors in it.
I'm looking at it up close on my phone. It's got cute little bunnies on the bottom. I don't think I noticed that before.
Here, I'm gonna let me.
I need to yeah, I haven't really paid a lot of attention to what all Lila's Studio does.
I've never, yeah, I don't think I've ever looked at their patterns. I'd love to see how you end up finishing that, Paula. And the houses are just small enough. It's not like stitching one big house.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cute.
Kind of like a Barbara Anna design where you only had little tiny houses.
Yeah. I do think those Quaker patterns might kill me though. I don't know if I could do it.
Yes, you could.
I could. It's cute. I really like it. I really like it. Thank you for sending that in. Oh yeah, so we love to feature other people's stitching. So if you have something that you are working on or that you finished that you would love to let us feature, email it to us at stitchandstuffxs@gmail.com. We just share them in the order that we receive them, and we don't go through them very quickly anymore since we're not recording weekly, but I think after Paula though, I'm all caught up. So if you have something that you would want us to feature in the next couple of videos, email us. We'd love to share it.
Yeah. I'm looking at Lila's studio. She's got oh my gosh, she's got a Christmas Quaker. That's cute.
Which Christmas Quaker?
Yeah.
I was looking through I'm making a 1 2 3 stitch order because you'll see that I ran out of a thread that I need on my turkey. And I was looking through my wish list, like, well, a lot of what I've added, they don't have in stock anymore. So I need to go delete a bunch of stuff. Sad that there's just a ton of stuff they don't even have anymore that I liked. But, I guess that's going to happen when you have 300.
I know. I always wonder, does that mean they're not going to get it back in?
That's what I've wondered too. So I was hesitant.
Sometimes it'll say not in stock, put your email in and we'll email you when it comes in.
Yeah,
but
and maybe
it
it'll
just
do that.
says
On my wish list, it says not in stock, please remove from your wish list or something like
so
that.
it must not be coming back.
Planning on ever getting it again? I don't really know. Or is it that's just an automatic thing?
Well, look on Etsy.
Yeah, I know. But I don't even know what half of them are because like I have to go hunt them down because I will just like a pattern and be flipping through.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was trying to decide. As long as I was placing an order, I thought I'd maybe throw in a new pattern, but I haven't decided which one yet. Now I maybe have to go look for Lila.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, why don't I show first since I have such a minimal amount of things to show?
Okay.
It's very bizarre for me because usually I'm stitching so much more than that.
Yeah.
Did something spill on this pattern? I don't know. I don't think. Okay. Well, I was going to pull out other things to work on. I really was, but I was just so close to finishing this guy after hours and hours of work. And it's still November, so I was trying really hard to see if I can finish him before the end of the month. Sadly, I ran out of one of the, it's a Gentle Arts thread.
Oh, is that why you couldn't get him done?
Well, I will get him done. I'll probably finish it in January, I bet. So I'm ordering it now so that I'm ready. But here, so you can see I ran out of chamomile here. This one.
So close.
So close. So then I went ahead and kept working across. This is another chamomile leaf, and this is a pink leaf. So I'll finish this pink one, and then it'll be on hold until I get the colors to finish this leaf and then finish this leaf.
Oh, but that won't take you very long at all.
That won't really take long. So, but I was kind of like, well, now I've been working so hard on fully finishing this by the end of the month, and that's okay. I'll finish it though. I'm not gonna. So this is part of my yearly series that I've been working through. And all the pieces I'm going to pull out again in the progressive months for 2024.
Right.
But I was hoping to have this one done. So when I get to November next year, I can use it to advance on projects that I didn't get done. I'm betting this will be a 3-year SAL or 3-year.
But doesn't it seem bizarre that it's almost to the point where you started that whole thing?
No, I'm going to be back to the cute snowman soon.
I know, but I don't
excited about. Like last year, I was really excited to start each one. This year, I'm really excited. I just get to pull them all out. Like I don't have to go through the work of like gathering flosses
and the fabric and all that.
Already all going to be there. So I'm also ordering the
I love him.
That I need for this snowman or Santa.
I do love him.
I'm still on the fence about his yellow beard, but I'm gonna.
I might change.
I know, but I don't know what to change it to. I suppose I could change it to the gray.
Yeah, maybe or oatmeal, or I mean, there's so many different whites out there.
It's just I'd have to change 3 colors, I think. Yeah, which I could do. I could probably do his beard, the white and gray that are in this.
Yeah.
Like another darker gray.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. That's the one thing I don't know if I like.
Yeah, I'm not
Yellow
really sure
does
about that.
look nice, but
Huh?
it's Santa. He doesn't have a blonde beard. He has a white beard.
And it doesn't really, yeah, it doesn't even look blonde. I just think about dirty snow.
Dirty snow. Okay, well, to me it looks more gold, but like dirty.
Uh,
I'm
I
torn.
can't help it.
I'm torn. I know. I haven't changed anything on these patterns. Oh, except the turkey that I made the mistake with the blue on the tail. Other than that, I've stitched them exactly as called for.
Exactly, yes, is.
And I have been happy with how all of them have turned out. But this one, leave your suggestions about what, if I didn't want to do the yellow and you think about something, leave it in a comment and help me decide. I am going
Yeah.
to order the only fancy flosses in this one are the bayberry, which is this, I think it's this green, and then the red, the rose garden.
Yeah.
So
So you could
whatever I have, I can just do from my DMC stashes.
go to Hobby Lobby and look at their whites and grays like I did for Dreaming Girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
So start it over 50 different times until you find the right combination.
I know.
So up my alley.
I'm
Sarah,
definitely
you
not going to
totally
start
do
with
it.
the beard. Let's just say that. I'm definitely not starting
Yeah.
with the beard.
Start with something else.
I'll probably, I think I've been starting kind of in the middle on, well, no, I've alternated which ones I'm starting where. Just depends on what fabric kind of and what the size of the piece is.
Oh, okay.
Because I think this one I started, well, I don't know, I started the turkey so long ago. So anyways, that's what I'm about to start, and I'll stitch a lot on that. But I have a couple other Christmas ones. I have a Barbara Anna, I think it's a Barbara Anna Christmas one that I'm gonna, no, well, you gave it to me. Like an Advent. Is that Barbara Anna?
Yeah, it's Barbara Anna. The
I'm
ABC.
excited to pull that out. You started it on tiny, tiny fabric.
Yeah.
I brought it with me for Thanksgiving, but I was just mentally, I just pulled out the turkey every time. Like, oh, it's still Thanksgiving. I'm working on my turkey.
Working on my turkey.
And on my turkey. So, but I am excited to start him. And I'm hoping to order Stormy Night. I had it in my cart, so unless they sold out yesterday.
Oh, better order that quick because that does go.
Because it might go fast.
Yeah.
To figure out another fabric. That's everything I really worked on, crafty wise. So,
okay.
That's it.
Well, I didn't knit it all, but I have been stitching. And I've pulled out some odd things to work on, which I'll explain later when I talk about my plans. So just go with me on this. So the first weird thing that I pulled out and worked on was not in season.
Not in season
of spring.
Cool.
Because I needed to stitch these boots for something.
For something you're working on?
Yeah. For part of my plans. I'll tell you about it when I get to my plans.
Okay.
So of course, I wasn't anywhere near, I didn't actually need to stitch the boots. I just needed to show a picture of the boots, but I didn't know. So I had to count down
Heavens.
I only had that done. So I did this weird little, flower bulb thing right there. You can't really tell. And then counted down to the boots. Then I realized I didn't have the right green. The boots are green. My boots are black.
Oh, but the green is such a cute green. Are you gonna leave it?
But I like black boots.
Okay, so you're gonna leave it.
So I worked on that. This is my only, so there was a series. Okay. Alicia Paulson did the Things Of series in a long time ago, like 2020 or something like that.
Yeah.
2020. And one for each season. And I have all of them. Sarah has all of them done. I have all of them except for this spring one done. So this is going to actually be a focus piece for me next year because I want to get it done. I love it. It's on purple fabric, and I'm really sorry, but I'm going to zip because last time we recorded, I had lost them. I don't know what they went to.
No, you don't normally zip them. Does it bother people? Is that a thing?
People complain all the time. Well, people apologize, so I think people must complain.
Oh, I've never even heard that. I always zip mine.
I don't know. I'm just being careful. So the other thing that I haven't worked on for a long time that I pulled out was the Barbara Anna, and I do love this one. It's Madame Butterfly.
Oh yeah, you haven't worked on that in ages. I know. I know what you're going to talk about with them.
Yeah, and this one I only had done this little bit right here.
Yeah.
I did all of that.
Pretty.
And that's the top of her headpiece there. So anyway, she got worked on for the first time in a long time. But I do love it. I love the colors are so bright. So yeah, this is the first time I've really, for most of the time that we haven't in between recording, I worked on the same couple things.
Yeah.
Some of these just made an appearance this last weekend.
Yeah. I haven't seen that.
This is one that I started, I think I started it last year. It was Nora Corbett kit that I got for my birthday one year from one of my kids.
Oh, I love this.
Christmas fairy.
Cute. She's one of my favorite of the little fairies.
Some people. Uh-huh.
She's probably my, well,
Focus.
she's not my favorite, but one of my favorites of all the ones you've gotten, the little fairies.
Yeah. Somebody has stitched, oh, I think Robin Hall from Bird's Eye Stitcher did not, I think she did not stitch the wings.
I think so too. Are you gonna do the wings? I forget what you decided you were gonna do.
I think I'm gonna do the wings.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing the wings on some of the other ones. Like I've got the Thanksgiving one going right now and she's got wings, which is who I'm gonna pull out next. Because she did a bunch of these seasonal ones and these are old, but you can find them now. Just the patterns, not the kits. Maybe some of the kits. I don't know. This little puppy, he has a lot of beads, or else I just bought a lot of extra beads. I'm not sure. But it's the Thanksgiving harvest fairy. And this was a total enablement from Carolyn Zook a year ago. She showed it.
Yeah.
And I started it last year, but I didn't get very far. But I've made I've worked on her a lot this last couple weeks. I'm just going to hold the fabric up here. So that's where I'm at with her. So I filled in almost all of this wing that's done. I've started this garland that's a bear to count. Yeah. And I've done some up here too. Like all this here are beads. Beads. There's beads up here in her dress, but I do love her.
Beautiful. And
I got a little more motivated to work on her again. Well, first of all, because it was fall and I liked it, but Carolyn Zook finished hers and she showed it and it was gorgeous.
Beautiful.
And I thought, I need to get that back out again and work on her for fall. So she got a lot of love. And then I did pull out Season of Trees by Rosewood Manor. And I'm halfway. I don't know if I wasn't halfway when we recorded last time.
You were hoping by that night to be halfway. So you were close.
Yeah. I want to lose my needle here. Here we are.
Millie's watching. She's just peeping up and oh wow. Very nice.
So I'm working here. And that's the so it's page. Let's see, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. But look, I'm starting the autumn. See the autumn there?
Oh yeah. With more color, different colors. Pretty.
So yeah, I'm really, my goal is to get this done, especially sometime this year, because I want to start And a Forest Grew by her. So once I pull this out, I kind of get addicted to it. I kind of don't want to put it down. And some of these trees, my phone's ringing. You hear it vibrating?
I can't hear what's going on in the
some of these trees have a lot more color changes than they look like.
Yeah, for sure.
Next thing, I don't think I had started it. Maybe I don't think I started this. Doreen Jones's Stitch Along. Had I started that?
Well, we talked about it and I made a note and I think I linked it, but I can't remember if you started it. I think you had just started it.
Mystery Stitch Along.
That all going to be filled in blue?
Yes, every square is filled in.
Oh my God.
So far anyway. So this is going to be a darker blue than this.
Wow, that's cute though.
I know, but you know what? People are showing it. They did it on black.
Oh.
Beautiful on black.
It's really beautiful on white. Don't change.
I'm not changing. Are you kidding me? No.
You had done it on black.
There's a little Nordic bird.
Cute.
And then there's a Christmas tree. And then across here, last week's clue was 2 reindeer.
Oh, pretty.
They're cute. They're in her style, you know.
Right.
This is going to be on my list of things to get finished this year, so I can put it up next year.
So I linked, if you go to a previous video, you can go to the description box and there'll be a link. I probably just keep the link. If the show notes are easier for me to copy and paste, I'll just copy and paste and I'll put the link to that, her page. Then to find that pattern, you have to go to her photos in her Facebook, on her Facebook page.
So she's got 2 groups.
Yeah, go to her page.
Yeah. One group is her and you can comment. The other group, just she can comment, and it's in her photos. And it's taken me a while to figure out how to print these so that they fit on my page, but I'm doing it. Then the last one I worked on a lot is my Advent SAL. And oh my word, I started and finished the cardinal square.
Oh, that's pretty.
I loved working on that one. It was so beautiful.
Such fast progress. Wait, and you did the cat too. I don't think you had
I'm
that.
working on that one now.
Oh, cat and mouse and a sled, I assume, sleigh.
Yeah, it's going to be a sleigh. So yeah, because my goal for this one is it has to be done by next Christmas.
Well, if you can get halfway there this month, then you'll get halfway there next month. And
I know, I can do it. I can do it. So that is what I worked on.
nice.
Yeah.
You got a lot done. Maybe next week I'll have more fun with my stitching.
I think you will.
I will. I'm excited to pull out some Christmas things. Have any haul yet, but hopefully once I place my stitching, my 1, 2, 3 stitch order, I will. Do you have any haul?
Just 2 little tiny things. Well, not tiny, but so there's a yarn dyer in Canada named, her shop is called Birch Grove. She has beautiful yarn, but she sells these cute little tip holders to put on your. So there's a hole in his head. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah.
Yes.
To stick on your, because I shove my knitting in a bag and I sometimes shove it in my purse if I'm going somewhere, if it's a small project, and I'm always paranoid my stitches are going to come off. So you just put this little, so she has snowflakes, I have snowflakes, and I have autumn leaves, and then she had these cute little bears.
Those are cute.
What's
her
Birch Grove.
Birch Grove. Is it an Etsy shop or just
and on Instagram too? Yeah. And then my last magazine came.
I'll link
Sarah
it.
gave me a subscription to this, but I'm gonna renew it.
That's a cute one on the cover there.
Yeah, that's from Kitten Stitcher.
Oh,
Kitten Stitcher.
Yeah.
The other one that I really liked is from Crocetta Agogo, who's designed my Advent SAL. I'm just going to show you that really quick. I can't find it. This is actually kind of pretty. Twin Peak Primitives.
Oh, that's pretty.
That is a big house.
It's a big house. What is it with people designing houses? Who wants to stitch houses? I think a lot of
people love them.
You know, some people love them. Like
this piece, I like
that gorgeous house piece last week. Oh, that's cute. Who's that?
That's Crocetta Agogo.
Crocetta Agogo.
Her name is Dorigo Michaela. I've never seen that. Dorigo, Dorigo, Dorigo Michaela, Michaela. Of course, I'm sure if she heard this, she'd go, "You guys are such morons." Anyway, I like that. I like the colors in it, and
that's vibrant and cute.
Yeah. Anyway, there's some other really cute ones in here. This is a magazine that I will pull things from.
Yeah, you've stitched a lot of cute things from them.
Oopsie, see, didn't get put back on the right thing. I'm in trouble already. Sorry. I gotta put this back. Goes to my Thanksgiving fairy, my beads. She got all beads.
Don't want to lose those.
Yeah, and then in between all that stitching, I've decided what I'm gonna do for my.
Yeah, I was about to ask you.
My year next year.
Tell me about
Sarah hasn't had time to think about it yet.
I don't know.
I'm doing our research.
Always.
I'm doing the research for us. But I also wanted to talk about it because if you wanted to do a couple of these, the groups to join these Facebook groups are only open, I think, until sometime in December. So
because we both decided we are not going to do WIPCO next year. We get halfway through the year and fizzle out. Just to like, it's not feeling motivating. It's not something that I'm like, yes, I definitely want to do WIPCO again. So I'm not going to do WIPCO again, but I do like participating in some kind of challenge or some kind of game. I love the game feeling of like what WIPCO used to feel like to me. And now it just feels like, I don't know. Every year I'm like, I don't think I'm going to do it. And then I end up doing it. This year I'm just
I kind of talked you into it last year.
And I did. And I made decent progress. I mean, like, let me find but then I just sort of fizzle out.
Yeah, I do too.
I mean, I guess
I just feel like
through September, but that's about normal for me. I think around September, school starts, it's busy. I'm stitching fall, and I don't really feel like working on my WIPCO anymore. So
I think I end up failing at WIPCO come about July.
Yeah, you fizzle out then.
Yeah. So meanwhile, so we've talked about Melanie Watkins, the Soulful Stitcher. We've talked about her 25/7 challenge that she runs. You stitch on something, either 25 stitches or 25 minutes, 7 days a week. And you can change it up whenever you want. I was going to make that. I think I'm making that Doreen Jones SAL my 25/7 for the month of December.
Okay.
Just to keep progressing it. But through her and through, I've heard Carolyn Zook and is it Candy 614 Stitcher? Anyway, I know for sure Carolyn Zook has talked about Melanie's year of whips.
Yeah.
And Melanie's been stitching for a really long time. And she actually had a YouTube channel a long time ago that I think she might have started over again. But she had done this challenge a while ago when she kind of got into stitching. But if you watch one of her videos that she talks about it, she was kind of like all gung-ho and made it really strict. And I think people just didn't feel successful. And so then people weren't doing it. So she's revamped it. So I think this year for 2023, you basically had to declare a minimum of 6 whips. And you had to finish 3 of them. And you got entered in for a prize.
Yeah.
And then this year, but I'm a little confused because I was just watching her video that she just put out. It's kind of at the end of her most recent video. She talked about this year you needed to declare 8 whips and you had to get 4 finished to be eligible for the gift card. I think it's like a $40 gift card to 1, 2, 3.
It has like a prize that you're buying.
Yeah, and Lord knows I've got enough whips that I am close to some of my smaller ones. But I can put bigger ones on there, just not, they won't be
worried about finishing.
But then the way she worded it, it sounded like Carolyn Zook did 12 whips this last year and she got all 12 of them done.
Wow.
Carolyn. And they're big ones.
Wow.
Yeah. But if anybody can do it, Carolyn Zook can do it because she's like little Miss Planner. I love you, Carolyn, if you're watching.
How many stitches she's going to accomplish.
She is so motivated.
It's so amazing.
I watched her planning video. I'm kind of like, you do that, yeah, I'll do that, yeah, I'll do that.
I don't know, maybe I'll stitch today.
So anyway, but I'm not sure, like if I put 10 whips on if I declare 10 whips, I have to finish 5. I'm not sure. I posted a question, or I was going to post a question about that. Anyway, Melanie Watkins, if you join her Facebook group, The Soulful Stitcher, that's how you can, and she also has a YouTube channel.
I'll try to link. I think I can usually link pages and groups. So I'll try to link that, but I'm sure everybody watching this already knows.
Yeah. So, but then through that, I had heard, so like last year, I heard people talking about the road trip. They were talking about this road trip they were on, road trip, but nobody ever really explained what road trip was. And I was always like, what is this road trip they're all talking about? Well, I finally found out, kind of. Like, I don't really know what it is, but I know what it's linked to. There's another group on Facebook called Whip Warriors. And I think it was started by 2 gals down in Australia, and they're the main moderators, but they have a crew of moderators. And they are a participation group. they check to make sure you're not just lurking, because their whole intent was to help people keep motivated on their whips, which
They don't want just a huge group. They want
yeah, but they have games. And so they have sorry, my eyes are really tired all of a sudden. So I'm still kind of figuring it all out, but and they're only open till like, you just have to sign up and there's like a little form, watch their video, and then you pick what channel or what stream you want to be on, because they offer a lot. So the road trip that everybody talked about is like a separate challenge group that they run. They haven't released the details for 2024 yet, except for whatever the road trip is going to be in Australia. So they must have games. I don't really know, but I know that it's run through
like
Whip.
literally a road trip that people are going on.
No, it's like a stitching road trip.
Okay. My brain was like, are people meeting up and then just driving together to places? It's like, what's happening here?
No.
Okay.
But then they have,
Yeah.
so that's something different. And I think you can just do that and
Mhm.
not the other things. But then they have 3 other streams. So one stream you can choose is no new starts, which is that they started out that way. I think that was the first year they did it. After 2020, everybody started all the things.
Right.
And then life got back to normal. And so it's no new starts. There's also 24 and 24. So that is 24 whips. I don't know if you have to finish all 24. I can't remember. I wasn't going to do it, so I didn't pay much attention to that one. You don't have to declare all 24. Like you can start a new one if you finish one, kind of thing. You can do a new start.
Mhm.
Then there's what they call SWEEWEE, SWEEWEE, stitch or sew. I don't really know how it works out, but it's basically stitch what you want when you want.
Okay.
Hopefully that you're going to focus on whips. And some, you can add new starts, which is what I'm going to do, so that I'm still working on my whips. Like I can put my whips from the Year of Whips with Melanie into the games and other ones. And so they have like a category game that they run, I think, every month. And that's what I kind of dabbled in. That's why some of these weird things got pulled out, like things of spring, because how they run it is every month it's a different letter, but it's the same prompts. There's 12 prompts. So I had to find something that started with a B that I could tie into beach or ocean. And so my tie-in was, sometimes the ocean is too cold to walk in barefoot, but you want to walk, so you put on rubber boots. Okay. So, and then they checked them. And so they will, if you don't participate on a monthly basis, I guess, I don't know, then they'll remove you from the group. But
this might not be the group for me.
But they also have like a crossword game. I don't know if they do that every month. So like there's an actual little crossword. So you stitch like 200 stitches. And then once let's see, you figure out clue 1, stitch 200 stitches, figure out clue 2, stitch 200, and then you're posting your progress. And then they have a beat the moderator.
Sounds really fun to me. I'm just stressed now about
I know.
being kicked out of the group.
You're out. And then they have like a beat the moderator, which I think a certain moderator will say, I can't remember now, if they say I'm going to stitch 500 stitches by now and whatever, and if you get yours done before they declare theirs, and you win. And they were got tokens, and then people had like a shop, like people were donating prizes. And so but they're not doing that next year. They haven't released what they're going to do, but they promise it's going to be really fun. I don't know what it's going to be, but anyway, keep you motivated. I don't need tokens to keep you motivated. Well, I kind of do, but and then they have right now, tonight, they started something called the color challenge. So a moderator started off, she said blue. So you stitch your piece you show your blue floss. I don't know if it's 100 stitches or 200. And the first person to post their picture with their 200 stitches or whatever of the blue, they pick the next color. And then the first person that beats that color. So it's kind of a relay kind of thing. And they've got a ton of things. They also have some Zoom calls for people that are working on different SALs. Anyway, it just as a lot, they offer a lot. And I think that would be fun. It's kind of like, it's not like WIPGO where you're kind of tied to those pieces every month. Like I can pull out whatever I want to meet those. And I really did like this categories. I don't know what their prompts will be next year.
Yeah.
But I felt really proud of myself because I looked through people's albums that were posting about that, and nobody had, like only one or two people that I saw had done the beach one. I'm doing that one. I'm going to find a way to make that one work. So we're just like, have you seen Kay Mulinex, MUL? She posts a lot on Magazine Monthly. She's doing it, and I saw her, and so they were saying, if you're new to this group and you're going to start in 2024, you can go ahead and dabble in the challenges and see what you like. And so I started doing it too, and she was doing really great. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to do Whip Warrior, Year of Whips, 25/7. Yeah.
That sounds good.
And then my Quakers every month.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm starting my piece, my seasonal piece, that Jardin Privé, Quaker kind of. I'm so excited to start that piece.
They're so pretty.
That's going to be my, rather than monthly, that'll be my seasonal piece. And my shepherd's bush ornaments.
Yes, you have a lot to do.
Yeah. But I can also get those to work into my challenges too.
Right, my eyes just got super itchy.
Did it?
Tired too. I feel tired.
Sarah, and I'm still going to be part of Magazine Monthly.
Yeah. I'm hoping to do that still. I need to look at the December one and maybe see if I can.
I have it printed out here, but I haven't done it.
Last couple months I have done.
I should have, since we're not going to record again. The theme for Magazine Monthly is vacation, and the acrostic is voyage.
Okay, I'll probably do that this month. Excuse me, starting to fade a little bit. I can tell I'm not feeling good.
Sorry, honey.
I'll probably do that's probably my plan for December is to start the Santa with the yellow beard, but not with a yellow beard probably. And it's
like the reindeer got a little bit careless or something.
Every
time I see it, I think yellow snow. It's yellow.
It is not snow, it's a beard.
I know, but it just looks like it's just too yellow.
Santa spilled
Nobody's beard is that yellow. What?
Santa spilled a little Mountain Dew. He's smoking a few too many cigars.
I know, but yeah, you need to change it.
Okay, I'll change it. Okay, so I'm up for color discussion, but I think
like
I'll probably take the. Well, it's 3865 is probably the white, so I'll probably use that one, and then look at the pattern. I'll probably just. Oh, speaking of pee, one of our cats went crazy and has decided to pee now on laundry baskets, and my bin with all my flossaways was open in the guest room and a cat peed in it, and I was so angry. That cat does not really get to come inside anymore. It's Tumble, it's Millie's sweet kitty, and she is such a sweet kitty, but she's, I don't know, she went bonkers. We've got a litter box and it's clean. Like,
is she upset because you got the kitten?
I think so, because the kitten doesn't even.
I mean, maybe she doesn't like sharing the litter box with the kitten. Or who knows? Cats are weird.
She's weird. So she's an outside cat pretty much now.
Yeah.
It was concentrated in one location, so I actually didn't lose as much floss as I was gonna, but I had to go through all of it, and like, you know, Rosie helped me, bless her heart, because like,
I hate cat pee. I hate it.
It's horrible. So I actually didn't have to. I only threw away. There was less than I thought, you know. But like when I discovered it, I was like, I'm gonna throw all of my floss away, but I didn't.
Are those the ones that were in the notebook, the binder?
No, these are the ones in my floss away on the rings, because I have them all in like a Rubbermaid bin. Normally the lid is on tight, but I think the girls had gone through it to find friendship bracelet floss, and they left it open, and I didn't even find it right away. I don't think. I didn't find it till I was cleaning that room up, and I was like, "What is going on in here?" It was very upsetting, very upsetting.
Yeah. Yes.
So, thankfully, I didn't have to throw away as much.
Good, I'm glad.
But it was still a hit.
There's so many grays out there. There's like 461, 462.
So I'm gonna probably do. Okay, here, let's see. I will do the 3065, 30 what is it? 3865. That's the white used through the pattern. And
Mhm.
the other gray, the gray in his little snowflakes on this right here
Mhm.
is, let's see, 169. That's a nice gray.
Mhm.
Oh, did I just get kicked out?
No.
It just told me that Zoom signed me out because I was signed in from another device, but it's still going. So don't know what that was.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna need another gray to go with those two colors. 169 and then the gray, the white.
Oh, that'll be easy to
I
find.
love 3865. Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
probably just pick a darker gray. I could go with one of the browns too, but I don't think I'll do brown.
Uh-uh.
Tan, but
White and gray.
I'm gonna go with another gray.
Tan would make it look like he's got a nicotine beard.
Or I could go with a paler gray. Like I could really go gently 3-tone.
Yeah. And then it's outlined, so that's nice. Because that'll,
Yeah, whatever the darker gray is gonna go. Whatever the darkest gray is gonna be on the edge there. Think about that. Okay. Are you reading anything good? I probably have to go here in a minute to help.
I am still reading Shell Seekers.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, that's a long book. So
It's a very long book, and I only read a few pages a night, but I am loving it. It's kind of one of those books that I kind of like to savor anyway, because it's all relational.
yeah.
And there's a lot of backstory happening right now about the main character, the mom. Kind of, yeah. I do love it. And I like reading a real book sometimes. It's been kind of nice with my book light.
Yeah.
I was going to show really quick. Did you pull any of your Christmas ones out that you were going to work on?
No, I didn't bring anything up. Go ahead.
I'm just going to show really quick. This was a pattern I got from Happy Mood Point Cross Stitch.
Mm-hmm.
I think on
It's on Etsy.
Etsy.
Is it
It's a kind
SBS?
of huh?
SBS Stitch or something? Is that the same one or
It
no?
might be.
We've
It's-
linked it in the past, but I don't know.
I don't know. I had the Halloween one, so I've got that. I'm just going to do it. I think I was going to do this one in red.
Yeah.
Red thread on a white. I'm just going to show that. And then this book, Sarah stitched things for her girls out of this book a few
Just
years
thinking
ago.
about pulling that out.
I printed out this little pattern, these little kids with the Christmas tree last year, but I never started it. It was all kitted up.
So cute.
I want to start that. And then I pulled out Emily Call's Nativity. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can show this. It's kind of the chart.
Oh yeah, don't show her chart.
Oh, Holy Night.
Yeah. Well, here, maybe I can pull it up on.
It's done on black fabric. And it's just a crush, but it's very pretty. Very pretty. And I had printed this last year and never stitched it. So I'm hoping to do that. And then the very last one is kind of Christmassy, but also wintry to me. Well, no, it's Christmassy. It's Hearts and Pines by Barbara Bourgeau Richards, which we started a stitch along for her a long time ago, way back when we started our channel. And I switched my piece to this one, and I love it. And it goes along with a piece that I already have done downstairs.
It's so pretty.
Yeah. So I am going to put this on my, I think on my whips this year. I'm going to make it a focal piece for some of the challenges to kind of progress this, because I do love it. And I think it'd be really pretty to put it down there with the other one. That's it. Those are my main Christmas ones that I'm going to work on.
Took me a minute.
Yes. Isn't it just pretty?
It's pretty on that black. Are you going to do it on black?
Yeah, I have black.
Yeah, that's
I
pretty.
got a black. What do I have?
Yeah, I
Did I
like.
buy fabric store? Did I already have it? Oh, yeah, I've got. I pulled fabric. I pulled the linen that I was doing flea market flowers on that I didn't like the way it was turning out.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's nice.
I think it'll be pretty. I can do. It's a small enough piece.
Bring this one up because I thought maybe I hadn't shown all my progress on this. This is
Is
another.
done? Is it done? Is she done?
I have all the words to do, and then a couple of
Oh,
daisies or some, or no, I have daisies across the bottom. It's close. So if I do a whip challenge, this would definitely be on it.
oh yeah. You should make that your 25/7 even.
Yeah, I should. I
Or
have
after Christmas if you don't want to.
bookshelf one is really close to being finished. Really, that
Which one?
Little House, the bookshelf that Aunt Nancy gave me.
Oh, yeah.
That one with a whip challenge. So I was thinking I probably will do a couple whip challenges because I have a few that are close enough
Yeah.
that it would be motivating to finish them.
I think this is the
You have
white.
other Christmas that you were going to do show.
I was gonna do, it's a 36 count for that
Red.
Quaker, winter Quaker. Ooh, that's gonna be tiny.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna be
But
pretty.
I've not really done a lot of monochromatic, so I think that'll be
Oh, you
kind of
have.
fun.
I
Yeah.
haven't done any either. I was
What
going
are
to
you
show.
reading?
I just finished this book. This was interesting, really different than her like fantasy series for
Yeah.
kids ish. Um, it's about a woman whose father is an actor. She's an actress as well. The main character, her name is Emma.
Mhm.
Father is David. They're both stage actors and he's dying. Like he's elderly and he's older and he's getting ready to pass away. And
Mhm.
it's a lot of like it's told from her perspective, but it's third person. He had many, many wives over the course of his life, so children with many different women. And so she has a ton of like half siblings and there's just a lot of like interaction, brokenness and relationship dynamics.
Wait, is it true? Autobiography, or is it made up? Okay.
It's a fictional story, but it's
Okay.
it's it's paralleling King David's life a little bit.
Oh,
Not perfectly, and it's not meant to be a retelling of the David story. In fact, it's just intentionally drawing parallels to her own processing. And anyway, it was
got it.
really, as with all of her writing, it was really beautiful. But she had one quote in here that I really like. Let me see if I can find it. It said, "Oh, I really liked this." So she's also in the midst of a divorce at one of the points. I don't want to give any spoilers, but I don't think it's giving any spoilers. Also, this book has been out since
A long time.
I'm not as worried about spoilers for books published in 1992. So she's having a conversation with her husband. Her husband says, "Are we both damaged goods? So damaged that we simply can't make it in an ordinary human way?" Emma turned on the flame under the coffee pot. She says, "I was in a show once with an actor who had had TB, and when I was concerned about his going out in a horrible rainstorm, he told me not to worry, that his TB was cured, and that scar tissue is the strongest tissue in the human body. I suspect that spiritual scar tissue is strong too, and that it should make us more able to be human rather than less. It's made you stronger," Nick said. "I'm not sure about me." I just really liked that quote. I thought it was really
Mm,
yeah.
yeah.
Classic Madeline L'Engle.
Classic. Is she still alive?
Oh no, I don't think so.
No.
I can't imagine if I'm sure she's passed away by now. She's certainly not writing it. Madeline?
No. Yeah, she must be gone.
Yeah, I mean let's see. Madeline L'Engle. She passed away in 2007. Yeah, and she's was quite prolific. I never even looked at a picture of her. I've read so many of her books. I feel like I know her, but that's what she looks like.
Oh yeah, I do. I have looked at her.
Anyway, so then I started a new book. So a few years ago, I read Wolf Hall by Hilary Mantel. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Mantel, maybe.
I remember you reading that.
This is the second book. Have you read Wolf Hall? Or you remember me reading that? Yeah. So Wolf Hall is about Thomas Cromwell. It's a historical kind of retelling. I really like history and I really love English history. So the first book is about Cardinal Wolsey and Thomas Cromwell. It's told from the perspective of Thomas Cromwell, so it's set in the time of Henry VIII and all of the wives. And the first book is about trying to figure out a way that he can divorce Catherine and marry Anne Boleyn, that whole thing.
Off with her head.
Yeah, this is about. So then at the end of that book, Cardinal Wolsey, I think, kind of died. He passes away. He's sort of the advisor to the king. But this book, Cromwell is very close advisor to the king, and he's the do-it man. And it's told from his perspective. And so they're trying to figure out, I think they're not quite thrilled with Anne Boleyn at that point, and they're kind of ready to move on to the next person, the next woman that might provide an heir. And so, hailed around the world as a stunning literary achievement, Bringing Up the Bodies evokes this frightening episode of English history as no book has before. So I am only this far in.
Do you have to read the first one to understand this one?
No.
No.
Well, I don't know. I'm not far enough in to know for sure. Not really, because it just picks up with the next part of the story. But there are a lot of characters in it. Like the cast of characters
Oh, yeah.
goes on for 3 or 4 pages because
Yeah.
it delves pretty deeply into
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
I'm still going with the cast of characters. We've got the tutor, we've got the line of succession. I think it's really interesting. If you don't really care for, but it's not dry at all.
Uh-huh.
It's definitely told in a story format.
Right.
I really enjoy her. I think Hillary is a woman, her writing. And I haven't really looked up what else she's written, but I did really enjoy Wolf Hall. It was a very slow read for me. I just worked through it slowly.
Mhm. Yeah, those aren't going to be fast reads.
No, it's pretty dense and it's heavy. Like like the first book deals with the time when the plague was kind of common in the summer. Like people all left London because they wanted to move out to the country where they could be less in danger of dying from the plague. But there's just a ton of death happening all around all the time. And that was normal life at that point. So that's what I'm also listening to another book. So remember I talked about Enchanted April. I'm listening to a second book by her, by Elizabeth von Arnim. This one's called The Benefactress, and I'm really enjoying that too. So if you look for a good book and you have already read The Enchanted April, on LibriVox there's a free recording by Helen.
I have that book on my list to read after you talked about it. I think I got it on my Kindle.
So good. This book is also good. I don't think it's as good as Enchanted April, but I would put Enchanted April in my top 10 books of favorite.
Really? Okay.
I love that book.
Maybe I'll read that one after I finish Shell Seekers. I'm a little over halfway with Shell Seekers.
Yeah, Enchanted April. Beautiful. All right. Well, it's dinner time now. It is 5:30.
Don't have a well, we didn't do a giveaway.
I don't have one. Oh, but we have one from last time.
We have a winner for last time. And
That's
Carla
right.
Wickstruck, I have not forgotten you won the little Santa, and I have not forgotten you. So
I know that. And I know I have Mrs. Claus for Teresa. So that's still on my desk. I was going to wait till I gave away this and then mail them not together, but at the same time.
Yeah.
You'll get a nicer copy. This is mine. It's just over on my desk. So the winner for Turkey Day that we were giving away last time is Julie from Stitching at the Cabin. So congratulations, Julie. That's fun to give that away to you.
Congratulations.
And I'll have to search my email to see if I have your mailing address. I think I might, but if you want to shoot it to me, just to ensure that I have it.
Did you see that her daughter's pregnant again?
No, I didn't. Oh, congratulations, Alyssa. Not that I know that you're watching this, but no, congratulations to you, Julie, too. Both on Minnie and a new baby.
I hope I'm right on that.
Okay.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm right on that.
Scratch that. Maybe. Congratulations. Why are you
she is. Because she got on and she was talking about how she wasn't stitching anymore and she had been really sick.
I think she's pregnant. No, I'm not sure. Well, yeah. Whichever way it is, congratulations.
Here we are, spreading the rumors again.
Oh, my stars.
Speaking of illness, did you see, this is really, okay, people in China, kids are getting pneumonia, and not funny. I mean, I'm not laughing about this, but they've got, so the one headline made it sound like there was maybe another possible pandemic kind of thing going on. But then when I read the article further, they were like, no, they're a year behind us because they were locked up so long that their kids now are getting all those bugs that they
were all doing a year ago.
Because they were pretty much in lockdown until almost last January. Yeah. And I remember the year before when we kind of opened back up again, my coworkers at work, their kids, because they've got school age and preschool, were sick all the time and really sick, really bad colds and respiratory stuff. And so I was thankful to see that they felt no, so far what they're seeing.
It was just
total clickbait. But I thought I'm gonna look at that and just make sure we don't have something on the horizon. But yeah, isn't that crazy?
That makes sense.
Behind us.
Yeah, well, makes some sense because they were locked down for a lot longer than I thought.
Although I feel like people are still sick all the time here too.
Go shop at Stitchy Princess Black. She's still in the thick of the war, and go to her Etsy shop. Stitchy Princess, I think, is just her Etsy shop. And
That's my other haul. That's my other haul. She's
Hmm.
got a special she's doing. It's a little more expensive than her other patterns, but you give her your name or a word that you want, and she's designing you a specific Christmas tree with your name in it and a couple little animals. And she, it takes a couple days. And I did get the email for that. I just haven't printed it out yet. But I was heartbroken today because it sounded like now both of her and her husband's schools have been bombed and maybe their house.
I saw that.
And her grandma's house had gotten hit in Kherson. This is all in Kherson.
This is it.
Yes, I did. I went ahead and did that.
Still very much personally involved in.
Yeah, my heart breaks for her because, and all of them. I mean, but I just feel this personal connection because I've stitched and bought a lot of her patterns, and I just can't imagine how people function during war. Like, how do they? I don't even know. And her cat's been sick.
I know.
Aren't those cute? I think she stitched those for her grandma.
Yeah. So she just showed, I think, today how to finish those on.
Oh, did she? Oh,
something. I can't remember what I just saw. You'd have to. I think it was on Facebook in one of the groups that I was.
Yeah, she posts. But her grandma just turned like 97, you guys. And I'm thinking, I have an 86-year-old dad living in the lap of luxury, and life is hard with him. I cannot imagine taking care of my grandparent, not, let alone my parent, but my grandparent during war when you're having to haul them all over the place. And it makes me so sad. Makes me so sad. But anyway.
Shop from her. Look at this cute one too. I really love this.
Yes, and she did her woodland. She has a woodland animal one, I think, on blue fabric.
Is it this one? Is that the one you're thinking of?
No, it's a little bit more detailed. What was that one? I commented on it. Let me look, because she did it on a different fabric, and I loved it even more. Yeah, she did it on a light beige fabric, and it's beautiful. Like, it was more muted.
Yeah, that would be pretty. So she has PDF patterns, so you get them immediately. You just can buy them, and you can start them the next day.
And her prices are like super ridiculously affordable.
I always feel like, I don't know, promoting her is a good thing.
I was trying to see if I could find a picture.
She talks all the time on social media about how thankful she is for people buying from her, because it keeps not just I think helps them financially, but it keeps her spirit afloat to be designing in the midst of this terror. So
yes, I am just a second. I'm just looking to see if I could find her comment.
I'll link her below in case you haven't seen her, which you probably have. I never feel like we have anything new to really say. But if you haven't, I will link her shop in our thing
I can't find it. I'm just looking.
What are you looking for? On the gray?
Picture on the blue? Of her on the light.
Is it on her?
This is it. Let me see if I can find it. View post. Okay, I'm going to try to show it. She did it on kind of a gray. Let's see. She said,
children are bickering. Is this it?
Yes. I loved it. Oh my gosh, I didn't see the other comments. I knew they were getting a huge snowstorm, but they were without water. This was 2 days ago, without water and without electricity in half of Odessa. Yeah. Yeah. It's her primitive Christmas. Is that the one you just showed? Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, what?
Did you hear that tantrum that just happened right there?
Oh no.
I have this eczema spot that's driving me nuts. I need to put some more hydrocortisone on her.
You know where I'm getting eczema spots? Well, there I'm getting a rash under my bra line.
Oh, painful. Yeah, I don't know. My hands are just really dry. I need to be using lotion better.
Who was doing the tantrum? The cooker?
Yeah, I need to go so I can help her because she's freaking out that she can't make the cake. And I'm like, I thought we had this conversation.
I thought you were making shrimp.
Well, shop at Katerina. And what else? Anything else to say? Happy.
No, we're back in hopefully 2 weeks.
Yeah, should be. My life is a little
Calmer
simpler. It'll be
Yeah.
still busy because it always will be now with kids the age I have them, but not as like frantic pace. So
Yeah. Check out those Facebook groups. Melanie's doesn't start till January 18th, maybe on her birthday. It ends on December 18th, which is my birthday.
Oh, fun.
And the other one, Whip Warriors, I think is up until middle to end of December. So I just don't, I feel like I always miss out on those things because I never know when the timeline is. So I just want to promote those in case people are looking for something.
Yeah.
Although I feel like we have a lot of monogamous stitchers that follow us.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe not.
This right now, I have been monogamous.
Oh, we'll fix you.
Really nice. Probably because I don't really have a fun game or challenge that I planned out. I kind of don't know why I didn't do Magazine Monthly for this month, but I will for December.
Busy?
Yeah,
I didn't do it either.
busy. I was just too busy.
Yeah.
I think I talked about this in our last video that I took a job editing a children's, but I don't know if I talked about this actually. Anyways, I have a friend whose husband wrote a children's chapter book on I don't think I did either, on starting a business, entrepreneurship, a little bit about money management. It's really cute. It's a story of a family, and then they're going, the kids are starting a business. So anyways, he was looking for someone to do kind of the last copy edit before he sends it off to the illustrator or whatever the design part. And so he asked if I would, and then he hired me to do that. So I've been frantically book editing in the evenings instead of cross stitching as much. So I was up very late last night because I wanted to, it was kind of the deadline was today. It was going to be a little bit out, but then we pushed it up and I said, no, I can get it done by Monday. I should have said Tuesday. I kind of said I might have it done on Tuesday and I was like, no, I just want to get it done. So tomorrow I just done it. So it was really fun. It was a good experience. I would do it again for sure. And it's nice to have a little bit of extra income this month as we go into Christmas. So
yeah, that'll help a lot.
And I was like, well, I could do this more. So I think he is kind of looking for a team of editors. So if he likes what I did, then there might be more jobs coming in the future.
I need Christmas lists from those girls because I've got to shop.
Okay, I'll work on. They have lists. I haven't seen Rosie's, but they have lists. So
because I need to get it here so that I can wrap it and send it to you.
Yeah.
I don't think you really want me to send it to you and have you wrap it.
I wouldn't particularly love that, but I can.
Well, I'd rather not do that.
About doing that to you the other direction. But I'm having everything sent here. I think, yeah. We'll send it all to you.
Okay. That's what I was trying to call you about earlier today.
Okay. Yeah, I think I was in the middle of
I did some shopping yesterday for other people. I thought I got to get the girls bought for.
Get me your Christmas lists or some ideas. Are you guys bickering? I think I have to go deal with the bickering. I think it's
okay. Well, we love you all. Thanks for putting up with our shenanigans.
Thank you for your comments. They make us glad.
Yes.
We'll be back in a couple weeks.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Thanksgiving or happy stitching.
Happy December.
Happy stitching is what I meant to say. Okay.
Bye.